One, two, three.
B-side girl.
Just take this gun and shoot me!
Bus driver, we're doing eye makeup back here. Steady on the roof.
My one thing was I went into the Disney Channel building and I sat down with the president of Disney Channel and I said, I want to make history. And that's what this is. Secret world takeover.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the podcast.
We have another guest today. This is my dad.
Boom. It's me.
Okay, so welcome to the podcast, Dad. Are you
Thank
excited?
you. I am so excited. I've been a fan since episode 1,
Before episode
and
one.
honestly, a fan since the beginning.
Yeah,
For a
He's
long,
the
long
one who
time.
took the picture on the clip of the first episode.
yeah.
Did I really?
Yes, the
I
one
didn't
where
even
like,
realize
me and
that.
Maddie are like leaning and smiling.
I
'Cause
did
you-
take
'cause you
that.
came out and
That's
took
right.
our
I was at the
picture.
school.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You took our picture.
That's really cool. Well, it's an honor to be here. I'll just say that. Really, it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Any preliminary things you want to talk about?
Or you're asking me
Yeah,
that
like-
question.
We usually talk about Olympics
Oh,
or anything like
yeah.
that.
I got a new water bottle, so I'm going to drink out of this while we're doing
Let's
Okay.
talk about staying hydrated really quick.
Okay, yeah, because actually I'm a huge advocate for this. Like
I've-
staying hydrated.
I've only recently gotten into water. I got this giant water bottle recently, and every time, like other water bottles, I never feel like I want to drink water, and then this one, I'm always reaching for it. So
Mhm.
I'm staying hydrated now.
That's cool. See, I was going to get one that size, but they didn't come with backpack straps, so I get something that I could actually carry around.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys do that. I hope you split that out.
A giant handle. That's how.
I
Yeah.
like it.
It's
That's
easy.
cool.
Like I was kind of the same way as Maddie. For a long time, I feel like I didn't drink any water at all. I would
Mhm.
drink like a glass of water at dinner, and that was all the water I drank for the whole day.
Well, like during lifeguarding, I drank so much, and then after it, I was done. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't drank water since then.
Yeah, and so like I don't know what made me decide that like I needed to drink more water, but since I like now I drink like at least 3 of this a day. I
Really?
don't know how much water that
That's
is.
a lot of water. That's
for you, Sarah.
good.
Yeah, but that's like the minimum that I drink, and I just feel more energized. Like my skin is clearer.
Mhm. It flushes
Um,
you out.
Yeah.
I wear contacts, and my contacts can dry out easily, but I feel like putting more water in my
Yeah.
body throughout the day just keeps like my eyes moist,
Mhm.
like my mouth moist.
Yep.
I know moist isn't like a great word, but
It is a gross word.
No, we need to talk about that at some point, like an alternate word for the word
Yeah.
moist.
liquidated,
Let's think of
liquefied.
Liquefied.
Let's just say moisturized.
Hydrated?
Yeah, hydrated.
Hydrated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we could use that.
More hydrated.
Yeah, I can't really think.
Yeah,
of
because
any
every time
others.
it rains here in the desert, we talk about how we're grateful we've got the moisture.
Yeah,
It's just a weird word. That's all.
moist.
Even the word humid. I don't really like the word humid.
Well, it's
Humid?
because the hue sound. The
Yeah.
hue is the gross part. The
So we call it
mid,
mid.
isn't. But
So
but
it's-
that nowadays that means like.
It's like
So like if you
Hmm.
if you're saying like, oh, I have a crush on this person, they go, oh, they're mid. That's really embarrassing.
yeah,
Oh.
That's like saying
Hmm.
they're like
they're like all right,
okay.
or like you could do better.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if you did it like bingo? You know that song bingo and you clap every time?
No.
You know what? Bingo was his name. Oh, I had
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then,
and then you start clapping, so
Yeah.
you could do mid.
Instead of humid.
It's a thought.
But then everyone would think you're like
Like
something's going on.
kind of special. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I mean, we all are.
Yeah. Oh man.
Okay, so today's topic is style and music.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So, today for background, me and Zarin were both wearing the bummiest clothes that we owned. And then just before he got here, I changed into what I'm wearing now because I was like, oh, we're going to talk about style and music, and Zarin's probably dressed up. Zarin comes in an old high school t-shirt.
Yeah, I looked like a hobo.
So I let him this black shirt, but yeah, it wasn't a great planning for this exact day. We should have worn. We all should have matched.
Oh, that would have been
That
so
That would have been
good.
good. We should have planned that before.
Man,
That's okay though.
that's okay.
Wow, well.
Well, and it was hard, like, for me to
Thanks.
pick, like, a good outfit because I have been packing all my clothes to go to
Yeah.
college.
Yeah,
so.
well, I am too.
Yeah,
Today-
you're both in the same spot.
Mhm.
Today I'm packing all my like winter or summer and PJs clothes, and so I still had like my summer clothes out, so I could still like put stuff on. But poor Zizi didn't have any.
All of my pants and shorts are out, but all of my shirts, like
Wow.
that look nice are packed away.
And then you
Wow.
said like PJ shirts left.
No, I packed my PJ shirts too.
So what was that shirt? Just like
that was
extra?
That's
So your
like
dad's?
no, like I have like 5 shirts that I hate so much that they're not in any of the categories.
that shirt is totally valid to be on that
Like,
list.
The like I have like 4 or 5 shirts that the color or the way it fits or just like the writing on it is so awful that I won't even
Just
wear
won't
it to
even
bed.
wear
Yeah. So that was one of them,
I have
and I was
shirts
just
like
wearing
that.
it around the house, and I did not think to change it before I came here. But Maddie saved the day with this, so
That's a nice
Well,
shirt.
I
It
stole
is
it.
good.
I
Thank
stole
you.
it from Andrew. So
Ah, well,
Thank
there
you,
we go.
Andrew.
Thanks, Andy. Keep leaving your clothes here when you come home to visit. Zara needs them.
yeah. Oh man.
And this is also just real quick. This is your last episode before you both
This-
go to BYU.
this is
Yes.
our last episode.
This is
Yeah.
our last
So
episode.
So this is the
before we go
last
to
episode
BYU.
in the little house.
In the
for a
little
while.
house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is like the last episode with like guests from home,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the next guest will be like our friends, and
like or
stuff.
like one of our roommates or
yeah,
something.
or like a
yeah.
roommate or something like that.
Well, I
So-
can't wait.
This
I can't wait. Really.
this will
is
be
fun.
the last like home one.
Mhm.
But yeah, so next week I don't know when we'll put one out,
I don't know because next week it'll be hectic because we have new student orientation
and we're moving in.
and we're moving in and like we won't really have a feel for where will be a good setting for
yeah,
this.
no.
So it might be like a week or two before we get the next
So
episode
yeah, so we
out.
don't know when the next one will be, but I will post probably a few days before we're kind of tentatively planning on it.
Yeah,
You
we'll
should do a short.
And I'll
At
let
least a
everyone know.
short.
Yes.
That's like
Oh yeah,
you're at school.
it's like, hey
I
guys,
think
oh
everybody would
yeah,
love that.
yeah,
we could
we'll get like 1 or 2 just like TikToks and shorts
we
out.
could do like a vlog.
Yeah, we
Like
could do
new
like a
student
quick
orientation
vlog,
vlog.
just something to like keep up a little bit. But
yeah, that way we don't like fall off.
Yeah.
Keep the fans happy.
Exactly.
yes,
So okay, today style and music
Style of
Mhm.
music.
and how it's connected. So
Yeah,
how
like-
would you like to start this?
how? No, you start because you came up with this topic.
Did I?
Yes,
When?
when we were setting up for Kevin and Julie's open.
Oh
house
yeah,
here,
I did
you were
say
like,
that.
Karen, grab your phone.
Uh-huh.
and write this down.
Okay, so let's talk about stereotypes with
Okay.
style and music connections. So
Okay.
typically, like when you hear someone listening to 90s rock, you think of them wearing like 90s clothing, like grunge
Mhm.
clothing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like let's think of like music genres and styles that kind of match.
Ah, okay, and that's coming back. I've noticed, like
Uh-huh.
the '90s grunge look.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's-
see
it's-
people with huge pants.
Oh,
Like that's like
That-
that's
I
what I
wore when
like
I
to
was your
wear.
age.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
So like that's a huge trend now. Is like the
And flannels.
yeah,
and-
flannels and like
Mhm.
what are the color brown a lot,
Yeah,
like
yep,
neutrals.
I love neutrals. Those are like my go-tos.
What are they called? Not umbrella pants. What are they?
Parachute
Parachute
pants.
pants. That's
Like
more the
Katie,
'80s, but
Katie
yeah.
wore a pair of parachute
Uh-huh.
pants when she was our guest
Well,
last
even like
episode.
super wide jeans. Yeah, those are all coming back. But most of those people listen to like, I don't know, what are some 90s rock bands? Like Green Day?
yeah, you've got Nirvana and
Yeah.
Pearl Jam and
Yes.
Soundgarden.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, I spilled my
And
water.
there's a lot. Uh-oh.
It's okay.
Was the lid
It'll-
not on
Did you
all
know
the
that
way?
my water bottle does not spill? I'm sorry you have
Well,
a
mine-
defective
Mine
bottle.
doesn't either. My lid wasn't on all the way.
Oh.
But what other brands? Oh, so usually when people listen to Lana Del Rey, it's called Coquet, or what
Yeah.
is it?
Is it coquet or croquet?
Coquette.
Coquette? I don't know how
I
you're
think it's-
supposed to say it.
Someone comment or
Is
text
sport
us.
Yes.
croquet?
No, so there's this
So-
thing. Like, did you ever see the bow trend? For any chance, Dad?
I missed the bow trend. I've got to be honest.
Do you want to explain
What
it?
TikTok was this? Is
Do
this
you-
when we were stealing doors or eating
No,
AirPods?
This is like I feel like a little bit more recent. Maybe
No,
like
it was like Christmas.
I
Or
was
like
gonna say
early
like
this year.
late
Okay.
2023, early 2024.
Okay.
Like coquette
So-
became like a thing.
A Lana Del Rey song here.
And I like
keep
Lana Del
explaining
Rey.
it, and I will play the song.
So like
Lana Del Rey, not
Maddie will pull up
Lana.
the song, but like the style, like coquette style, is kind of like
it's kind of like pinks and
It's
baby
like
blues.
pinks and baby blues,
bows.
like lots of like pastels and like polka dots, bows, and like
Skirts.
plaids and skirts.
Oh.
and like sweater, like
Okay.
knitted
Like,
clothing.
yeah, knitted clothing, like sweaters or sweater vests, like scarves,
Okay.
are kind of all in the like coquette style. So it's kind of like a softer, like more delicate
Okay.
type of style. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
It's
so-
not harsh or
That's
anything.
starting to sound a little 80s. A little bit.
Yeah. So So people would play that song by Lana Del Rey, and they would like put a bow on something and bow should not be on. They're like, that's so Lana Del Rey. So like bow on
okay.
exactly.
I not knowing that we were going to talk about this, I accidentally brought a coquette jar.
That's what people would do. So people would put a bow on a pickle. People would put bow on their boyfriend's biceps. People would put bow on a doorknob handle.
I have not put any bows on my boyfriend's biceps. But now that I know that that's a thing,
you're going to have to go give it a
we'll
shot.
have to see.
Yeah.
I'll talk to your mom about that.
So that was a huge trend, but
Okay.
people associate the word like coquette with Lana Del Rey.
Yes.
And like that's the thing is that Lana Del Rey has become like an adjective kind of. Like you'll say, oh, like you're giving Lana Del Rey.
Yes, anything like I feel like you can turn any word into an adjective if you say it's giving.
Yeah, so
Okay.
do you also know about that? So if you say like oh, you're giving, and then you give something very specific. So like let me think of one. Like, oh, you're giving like that one principal in sophomore year when they were talked about their childhood.
Yeah, or like,
and that means that they're being like weird.
or like you'll totally get this one like that cardigan is giving Jennifer Havard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Like people like do stuff like that.
Okay.
So you just say it's giving, and then you say like
A specific
thing.
So the only difference is, in my generation, we would say the word vibe at the end. Right? You're giving me a Lana Del Rey vibe.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It's exactly that.
It's just dropping that last part off. Okay, that's cool.
So yeah, instead
I'll
of saying
quit saying vibe.
no, we say vibe.
Yeah, no,
like all the time.
You do still. Okay.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
It's still a thing, but like, I don't know. I feel like, within the past like 3 or 4 years, that it's giving blank has become like more. What's the word? Like common.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing, I feel like, I don't even know the genre. Like soft 60s music.
Or like yacht rock kind of stuff.
No, like
soft 60s.
Like hold on, but that
Proctor
really
Harmon
gives me like high rise dark blue jeans with a
Mhm.
sensible belt and like a trench coat and a sweater. Hold on.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I
This is
as
awesome.
soon as you
So,
said
like-
like soft 60s, I knew what you meant.
So like
Who's this?
Hiro Hishioni. But when I hear that,
Okay, that is way
I
different.
think
Yeah.
of seeing someone like a lady walking on the street with like a really sensible style. Pass me one. Thank you. But yeah, that's what I think of. I think of like basic clothing, like staples, stuff like that. That's what I think of when I hear that kind of
Gosh,
music.
you're such a good baker.
And for all the listeners,
Thank
Zarin
you.
made. What did you make, Zarin?
So, it's a birthday cake flavored cookie cup with a little bit of frosting, and then edible cookie dough like on top. Which edible cookie dough, same thing as normal cookie dough, but no eggs, and you toast the flour first,
Okay.
so that like there's no risk of salmonella.
This is
But
awesome.
thank you.
We never ever do the no or the edible part.
I don't either,
We
but
just go
I
for
thought for the sake of like this was designated for eating it raw, I'd do it.
it. Okay, so on this topic, then,
Okay.
what are your guys' perspective or opinions on Post Malone?
Post Malone?
Yeah, who doesn't necessarily like he does so many different genres of music
Mhm.
nowadays. Like he just came out with a country album, and he does kind of change his dress a little bit accordingly, but he's
Mhm.
pretty much himself. It seems.
That's true. I
So,
don't know. I
what
don't keep up on Post Malone that much.
I know exactly what
I mean,
you're
I'm not a
talking about.
huge postie or whatever, but I do like his music, and
I feel like he does stay pretty like neutral though.
Mhm.
Like with his style, he always like sticks to the same kind. Like just because he just put out that new country doesn't mean he's like wearing cowboy boots and flared jeans all the time.
right.
Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. And, like, I guess, like, style and music can be connected, but I wouldn't say it has to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I don't feel like what I wear necessarily matches the music that I listen to.
Well, like
Hmm.
we all three of us will listen to a certain like style of music, but we're not typically wearing the clothes that would match that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like Dad's gonna be listening to old rock in his like polos and
Right.
like I don't know, like
And-
work
and
clothes.
Yes, like,
And
or,
like ZZ and I could be wearing like ripped jeans and like t-shirts, and we're listening to the "Call Me by Your Name" soundtrack.
Yes, or like I could be wearing like, or I could be listening to Troye Sivan, but I'm not gonna go put on a crop top and like tight leather pants.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
I-
I think the emo kids, whatever they're called nowadays, that listen to like
The emo
It's still
kids.
the emo
right,
kids.
they dress like their music.
Oh, yes.
They are very specific towards
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and there've been emo kids out since the 70s.
There were several kids at school who were kind of like that, and you could just like they would say what they're listening to, and it would always match their like style at the time.
Yeah. Or like one time I went to a Fall Out Boy concert,
Okay.
and the
Oh, yeah.
opener was Bring Me the Horizon, and they are very like emo, and you could tell the people who were there to see Fall Out Boy and the people who were there to see Bring Me the Horizon,
Mhm.
like just by how they had like dressed.
Mhm.
We went to a Cigarettes After Sex concert, and there was no other color besides
Yeah.
a little bit of white, a lot of black, and maybe a couple of grays.
So-
mixed in.
so yeah,
there was
so-
like nobody in a red T-shirt
So-
at that concert.
So me and Ann showed up in matching like blue and green
Uh-huh.
overalls, and I don't even know what you and Mom were wearing, like normal clothing.
yeah, I think I probably. I
But
look like this
everyone
probably.
else was wearing like knitted or mesh black like clothing and like mini skirts and stuff like that.
And it's so funny because when you went to that concert, it was the night of a football game,
Mhm.
and I was at the football game, and everyone was like, "Oh, where's Maddie?" I was like, "Oh, like she went to Cigarettes After Sex concert," and everyone was like, "Oh, no way!" And then they like went to like your social media, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, like she posted a quick picture, like that's so fun, that's so fun."
I remember because I had posted a picture like when we were walking in, just to, like show people like, oh, I'm at a concert. I got so many people text me and be like, there's no way that you got tickets. How did you get tickets? Like, what? Like send me pictures, send me videos. Like I want to see the whole thing. Like vlog it for me.
Vlog it, the whole thing.
I was like, oh my gosh. And then like when I got to school, like Morgan would not stop talking to me like, how did you get tickets? Like I'm so jealous.
Well, I
Like,
think
stuff like
you two
that.
go to more concerts than most kids your age.
Zarin does.
Zarin has always been that way. Your family is. Oh, your dad's huge into that.
I don't. We
It's
do
a-
go to quite a bit of concerts though.
We would start just a couple of years ago,
Mhm.
but now we go to a lot.
We
of
go to a
concerts.
lot of
And
concerts.
pretty eclectic.
Yeah.
A lot of different.
We went to Paul
Genres.
McCartney and
Uh-huh.
Yacht Club with them like a year of each
Mhm.
other. Very, very different.
Very different.
I love concerts so much. It's like my whole life.
Well,
And,
yeah, and because you're a big concert head and you know all the
Like-
like etiquette and stuff.
What's
your
favorite part?
Like my favorite part, I think, is just like the live music, like seeing
Mm-hmm.
all the different instruments being played, like seeing all of the people around you like also enjoying the music that you enjoy is like no, you're totally
Sorry,
fine. No, you're fine. My
I
water
learned how to
bottle
use
does
my
that
water
too. Like I think that is like what makes me love concerts is just like the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a collective group thing.
Yeah.
I'm always amazed, and our family all plays different instruments and stuff.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I am amazed every time live how when the band starts, it's the sound mixers are the ones that do this, but everything is perfect.
Uh-huh.
Like, and everybody knows their instrument, and it sounds like it's coming out of the album,
Mhm.
but you're watching them play it right
Well, and-
there,
and they
they're
know, like-
so good.
And they know all their like little, because like every band in a live concert will do some like little thing.
Mhm.
Like they go off of they go off from the actual song and they'll like play an extra part or they'll
Mhm.
make a joke
Mhm.
or something.
Or
And
they'll
they-
have like a solo.
Or they have a solo
Yeah.
and they all know what to do. And they know exactly what time to come back in and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like it's really impressive to watch that happen. But yeah, it's fun to be like with all the other people who know the music. Like at the Yacht Club concert, it was a bunch of teenagers and like young adults. Half of them were like high, but the other half, like everyone was just like jumping up and down and listening to the music and like that's I don't know, it was fun.
I thought one of the coolest things that we ever got to see was like 4 years ago or 5 years ago. We got to see The Head and the Heart
5 years ago.
at Red Rocks,
Hippocampus.
and Hippocampus was
Oh my gosh,
opening,
I love Hippo.
Uh-huh.
and we had an inside scoop with Head and the Heart because my architect for the school district is the uncle of their piano player.
No,
So we got to
way.
go backstage and hang out with people.
We got to eat dinner with
Eat
them.
dinner, and
we
then
got
we
to
watched
sit in the
on the
VIP
stage.
section.
Yeah, like I watched part of their concert from the stage
that is
in the
nuts.
wings. But before the concert
Oh
started,
yeah,
the
this
coolest
was
thing
the
was
coolest thing.
so Hippocampus was doing their warm up, practicing, and they were playing a song that was new, and the bass player was walking the drummer through his part, like teaching him how to do his part live while they're playing this amazing music.
And for context, it's at Red Rocks, and that's just this giant amphitheater cut out into like the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
So that the echo is like amazing in that place.
It is.
Like, and you could feel like as the bass player and the drummer were going, I literally like you could feel your whole chest like moving, like vibrating.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
So I love that.
Yeah.
I love to see
It was-
people like collaborating like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool to me.
Oh my goodness, I can't remember the band that was, but they called people up from the crowd to come play the guitar and drum part for a song.
That's so cool.
It was dang it, I wish I had my phone because then I could look up the band. But it was, I think it might have been Colony House.
Okay.
I can't remember which song it was, but like it's like has like a big, that song has a big guitar solo and a big drum solo, like both like in the middle of the song.
Oh wow.
And so they like at each concert they call someone up, they're like, who knows it, and they'll bring up one person to play guitar, one person do drums,
That's so cool.
and they'll let them do the solo.
Wow.
That's
It
so
was
cool.
and like that was like so funny. Like I was laughing because I was like, is this seriously happening right now? And I was like, oh, like that was staged, like, you know, they
had someone
picked
out there.
beforehand like who was gonna be out there, but it wasn't. Like we like went later and like looked on like some of their like social medias and things, and they do that at every concert, and it's different people like
That's
each time.
so cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
That's actually so cool. Those people will not forget that.
yeah.
And the
Yeah.
fact that like they already knew it,
Right?
that's really cool.
So Tommy and Nora's dad, before he passed away, we went to a concert for Buddy Guy, who's a blues player.
Oh, yeah.
Is phenomenal. He's an older act now, but he's always been amazing. But midway through his concert, he came off the stage, and it was like in a big indoor theater, kind of like where you'd see a play or something. And he walked up and down the aisles in front of everybody, and you could come out and like surround him. And we have a picture where we're like this close,
Yeah.
and he's playing, and then he would hand people like the pick, like he handed this little old lady the
Aw.
pick, and he did the fretting with one hand, and she was strumming the song,
Oh, that's so
just
cool.
kind of like doing this, and he made it work perfectly. But yeah, that interaction's really cool.
That's really, really cool.
So back to the topic, though. Sorry, I'm the one that segued
No,
this, but
well, Dad, that's the whole point of this. The whole point of this is to just go on tangents about style and music. And even if it's not about style and music, we just talk.
okay. Well, I was thinking today how, in preparation for this, I was trying to think how music impacts style.
Oh, yeah.
And I think there was I think it always has in popular music, probably for at least since the Beatles.
Mhm.
People saw the haircut, they started to copy
Oh,
it, things
yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
But once music videos came out, it changed
Oh, yeah.
the game. You went from
Mhm.
listening to the radio to seeing your favorite band in
Well,
a
like-
video, and you'd want to mimic the style.
Like, you would see Britney Spears in the 2000s, like, in one of her music videos, and then everyone
Yes.
was dressed exactly like that.
Mhm.
Can I have some?
Yes. I meant to grab a spoon so we could scoop it.
No, it's okay. Dad, you want some?
I'll have some a little bit.
Okay.
I'm
But
on
yeah.
an empty tummy.
So, like, everyone would dress the exact same as Britney Spears. And nowadays, I don't even know, like,
I don't think videos are really a big
well,
thing anymore.
they kind of fell off, but it's also like there's so like there's like one style that will last a few months, and then we all collectively move on to the next one and say that the
It's-
old one's cringy.
Yeah, I will
social
say, yeah.
social media has expedited the style
I
like
agree.
industry because
Mhm.
like you said, something will be trendy for like a month or two. Like everyone was going nuts for Coquette like a couple months ago.
And now if
Now you
see
don't
a-
hear anything about
well,
it.
and like
Yeah.
and if you do see something like that, like Lexi bought like these jeans with like pink bows on the butt pockets,
Mm-hmm.
and they're so cute. But I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that was a trend,
Yeah.
and that's like really cute.
Mhm.
It's just stuff like that and like clean girl aesthetic. That's a really big one right now. So clean girl aesthetic is like,
I'm
I'm
getting
pretty
a
sure.
great education on this.
Clean girl aesthetic is, it's just like slick back hair buns,
Okay.
really like smooth skin, skincare, light makeup.
Like and not just like slick back, like slick backed and hairsprayed so that it will not move.
Yeah, like there's nothing, and like it's like kind of
Oh.
a fluffy bun.
I
but,
saw someone today that was dressed just like what you're describing.
well, and they wear like no prints. It's just like
it's like
like
plain
a gray
colors.
t-shirt, like a beige t-shirt, and then like blue jeans, and that's the clean girl aesthetic.
Mhm.
Okay.
They only wear like basic colors, basic like outfits, but it's supposed to like you look really clean.
Like
Wow,
and you,
okay.
like very like kind of like crisp.
Okay.
Yeah, like you look like really put together, and they always wear like Adidas Sambas or something
Mhm.
like that. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, or
Like a nice sensible shoe.
yeah, like a nice
Okay.
sensible shoe. So it's not like it's not really like very personality, but it's very like it can match any scenario
I
that
say
you're
just
in.
about anything.
Like you're in school, you're at a concert.
you're going out for brunch.
like
Yeah,
that outfit will match anything. So that's why it's like the clean girl segment, and that's really big right now.
Do they have a clean
Oh,
boy
and
version of that?
Um,
I mean,
it,
do
like,
the
other
same-
it's
guys
essentially the
doing
same
that?
thing. It's just like jeans,
a white
plain
t-shirt.
Like if I wore
Okay.
jeans and like a sensible pair of shoes with this shirt, that would be like a
Uh-huh.
clean guy aesthetic.
Okay, so I've always been the clean guy aesthetic then because I used to just do when I was your age, blue jeans. If I was gonna go on a date, blue jeans and a white shirt.
Yep, bang.
That's it.
Perfect.
That the clean boy aesthetic
Yeah.
right there.
Well,
Well, and another
check
thing-
me out, ahead of my time.
Cheetah print is also coming back.
Oh,
Really?
Like
Mhm.
big.
Like I feel
Big.
like
cheetah
kind
print
of,
and camo
and
are coming back full swing.
have you seen people have been pairing zebra print with like brat?
Uh-huh.
Have you
So,
like
okay,
animal
so
prints are kind of
Let's
coming back?
explain what brat is to my
yes,
dad.
please.
So,
Let's
so
all
there-
get an education.
So,
Let us all. Do.
so there's this artist, Chapel Rowan. Is that how you say it?
Chappelle Roan.
Chappelle Rowan.
I don't know
Okay.
how you're actually supposed to say it. If someone could please explain how to say her
Anyways,
name.
So I say Chapel Rowan.
I say
so-
Chappelle.
So either way, however you say it,
Okay.
she made the song. Well, she's been making music for a while, but
Yeah.
she opened for someone recently, and she got really famous because she said something like, "I'm your favorite artist."
Oh, okay,
I'm like-
okay.
I'm like,
Well,
I don't remember, but
And
That's a
And
compliment
then-
they'll give people sometimes.
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
and Google has made that like,
Like-
if you look up Chappelle Roan, it'll say, "Did you mean you're looking for your favorite artist?"
Ah,
well, and she was
clever.
on Jimmy Fallon's show, and they talked about that. Like,
Yeah.
she got really big for that, but she came up with this album, Brat, and so
No, I thought Charlie XCX's album is
it's
Brat.
Charlie XCX.
But
That's what I'm
people
thinking of.
still
Sorry, Charlie.
associate Chappelle Roan with Brat.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Brat is like the vibe of the summer.
Okay.
So-
Like everyone
people-
this summer was like, "Oh my gosh, like I'm having
It's
a Brat summer."
and so it's just like unhinged teenage girl music. Whoops,
Yeah, and
that's
like
literally what it is.
the style to match it is like anything cropped or low rise,
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Like,
low-rise jeans,
anything neon,
Okay.
cheetah print, zebra
cheetah
print,
print, zebra-
leopard print.
like any print. And so right now,
Oh, and a lot of jewelry, gold jewelry,
Yeah.
gold
Mm.
jewelry necklaces, gold jewelry bangles,
and,
Okay.
and like people will be like, "Oh, that's really bratty."
like yeah, like,
Like-
it's giving Brat.
Wait a minute. Didn't they just? I know your show is non-political, so this isn't politics.
This
but
isn't politics.
didn't they just call Kamala Harris brat? Like
Probably.
somebody was
Oh,
yeah,
giving her
probably.
something. They were
Someone-
calling her brat, and
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, it's saying yes, I'm brat." Not,
Oh,
yeah,
well,
no,
not
she
yeah.
was
brat, but
probably
I'm
just
brat.
associating with the aesthetic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Okay.
she did.
All right.
And so that's like a big thing right now. Is like everyone's having their Brat summer, but now we're entering
Or even like
fall.
recently
Yeah.
on one of the shorts that I made, I used Apple by Charlie XCX as the background music, and the caption was like, "Wow, we're so brat."
I saw that. I liked
Yeah.
it.
I like the shorts, by the way. I
Yeah.
just found those today.
Oh,
Did
thank
you
I
really?
started looking. Yeah, it just popped up on my feed, and I'm like,
You're
Wait a
gonna be in
minute.
a few.
Yeah, we
Really?
we make about like 4 or 5
You
per
make
episode.
them. I used to make them, but then
I still feel
I
like
got
it's
so
a
done.
team effort because you help me come up with
that's
ideas.
true.
"That's
Like-
cool."
They're just annoying to make.
They take so long to make, but I feel like it's worth it because it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, they're awesome.
Well,
though.
and
I
that's
love
how
them.
you get that's
Like that's how
people
you
find
reach more people.
Yeah.
So, what was I gonna say? Oh, but now we're entering fall, and that's gonna be a whole different vibe for both style and music because
Yep.
now all that's on my TikTok is like clothes for fall, and it's all beiges and browns
Yep.
and jeans and Uggs, and everyone's like getting pumpkin spice lattes and listening to I don't even know like Bon Iver and Taylor Swift.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right.
Which which like I'm not gonna say that I hate Taylor Swift,
I will. I hate Taylor Swift.
but
I like Swift.
I am not.
she's
a Swiftie.
alright. But
I mean, some of it
I
gets
I
feel
really
made a
repetitive,
TikTok
but
the other day that said,
oh,
"What was
you
it?"
said
Oh,
'cause
it
you
was
showed
like,
me.
It was like I can't say on TikTok that people will get mad or
Yeah,
something.
and you had
And-
said like an artist that's like overhyped.
Yeah, that's Taylor Swift.
oh.
I didn't say. So if you heard it from here, you didn't hear it on TikTok.
Oh.
So
sorry.
I am not like a Swiftie like your brother Andrew. Hey, bud. Shout out to Andrew.
Andrew,
I
this
want to give you a
is
shout out.
Your first shout
My
out.
first shout out. Shout out to Andrew again. But I like a lot of her music. I will say that. But
I like the song
I don't know how she
Cardigan.
puts out a song every 35 seconds though either.
Yeah.
Right?
Like every day she's got
Well,
another
and
album.
it's all literally like Taylor's version, and it's like she changes
She
one note in one word,
she played the guitar in a different chord
And, like,
and called it Taylor's
and
version.
instead of saying like I ate an apple, she says like I eat an apple. Like,
Yeah.
and then she's like
Yeah.
my producers.
my
Ugh.
producers were like, no.
Well, and the Swiftie theme in general is like hardcore. Like if you don't like them, I don't like
Like
you.
the Swifties.
Yeah.
And like
Did
I
this fall down?
no, I intentionally took it
Oh,
off.
okay.
A little
we
more
had some
natural
natural
lighting.
lighting.
Sorry,
I like
I-
natural lighting.
I got sidetracked.
You're okay.
The Swifties are polluting this planet with their bracelets.
Huh? Oh,
Are you kidding me?
Really?
So did you? So at Swiftie concerts at the Eras tour,
You're supposed to
you're
like
supposed to make like about 30,000 bracelets,
and bring them in a basket,
and then
like bring them in a bucket.
and then everyone shares.
Yes, like everyone's like, who wants my bracelet?
Oh.
It's like a friendship bracelet.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh.
like connection with people,
Okay.
but
Mhm.
people like afterwards they're
They
like,
leave
"Oh,
with like
I got
two.
so many bracelets.
They'll
throw it
leave
away.
with like two arm
Like
Yeah.
sleeves?
Yeah, two
And then-
sleeves
and
of
then they're
bracelets.
not gonna keep all that, so they throw it away.
And it's all
Yeah.
plastic beads. Like think
Yeah,
about the
you're right.
turtles, people.
right,
True.
and they're always gone. So the little kid at I don't know, and like Toledo wants to make a bracelet for his mom, and it's sold out online. 'Cause
Yeah.
who? The
The
Swifties.
Swifties
Yes.
have taken over.
Well, so
Exactly.
I went to a concert. It was not a Taylor
That's
Swift
not
concert, but a person in line was handing out bracelets like it was a Taylor Swift concert. Like going down and saying like, do you want one? What size are you? She had different sizes. She had like smalls and mediums and larges for how
That's
big
nice,
your wrist
but
was.
That's a
Go
movement.
to a Eras tour.
Go to a swap meet and you can
yeah,
go
right.
like exchange bracelets with
Go
like
to the
vendors.
mall. Go to somewhere
yeah,
else, not at a concert where people just want to go listen to music
yeah.
Yeah.
and not like worship the artist.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Because
get
like
you on that.
people will make shrines of Taylor Swift, and
That's yeah.
it's
That's
embarrassing.
this is something that I wanted to bring up, like in talking about music, was like some people will get so hung up on like one artist,
Mhm.
Mhm.
or like
Or they claim it as their. I'm gonna call Bradley out right now. Bradley would not.
Shout out to Bradley.
me and Blake would listen to an artist, Tory Lanez.
Okay.
And Bradley like claimed Tory Lanez as his. So anytime that like I'd play a song by him, he'd go, "That's my album." And I was
Like,
bro.
I also listen to this artist and this album that Bradley like
It's a-
claimed.
It's a very popular
Huh.
artist.
Yeah,
Is the idea that does that mean I discovered them or like I was on this first before you?
I don't even know if it meant that or just like
Like
I like it more.
I like it more
Okay.
than you. Like you don't understand the way that I do, which I feel that on some like when I hear someone listening to a band, I'm like oh like that's not really their vibe. Like I feel like I would know more about it,
That's
Mm.
but
fair.
I'm not gonna feel like they can't listen to it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's like a lot. Mine is different because like you listen to some like your music taste matches a lot of people at school,
yeah.
but like my music taste is like lots of bands and artists that people have never heard of before.
Mhm.
And so I never hear other people saying like, "Oh, that's my artist." So I don't like feel that like itch
Yeah.
in the back of my brain the same way you do, because lots of people will be like, "Oh, like I love this song. It's a song that you like
and
too."
something,
You know?
and it's only because like the artists that I listen to are popular artists, but I listen to their more niche songs because I've been
Yes.
listening to them for longer. Whenever one song blows up, then everyone's like, "Oh my gosh!" Like if a Mac DeMarco song or like a Yacht Club song blows up, then everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, I love that
Like
artist."
I got
They're
the Yacht
best,
Club
like,
vinyl.
Yeah, like I got it, and I'm like, then I get annoyed because I'm like, you heard one singular song and you say that you love the whole band and you love every song they've ever made. Like,
So if
that
you
irritates me.
if you had grown up with me, we would have called you a side B girl, because the B side of an album a lot of times
Uh-huh.
had
Oh
lesser
my
known
gosh,
songs.
I've never heard that
And
before.
so-
Me either. I'm still gonna use that.
We are coining that right now. That is so what?
That's actually
B-side girl.
genius. That's genius.
Yeah, then that was like a way to say they know this artist. Like they're into the not just the things on the radio, but that's a B side.
That's
That's
so
a B side
funny.
girl. That's a B
Well,
side
that's so funny because I listened to 3 or 4 albums today on my record
Uh-huh.
player, and I
And?
flipped them all, every single one. I
My
think I listened. I don't even remember.
my jaw is still like on the floor because like we are finding a way to make this a thing,
Yeah,
like a
We're
trend.
bringing this back. We're calling this now. Thank you, Deb. We are bringing this back right now as a thing.
Well, let's give it a B side girl. 1, 2, 3. B
B-side
side
girl.
girl.
Oh, wait, I was not ready.
Restart. You ready?
No. It's okay.
1, 2, 3.
B-side girl. There you go. Sorry, I missed it on the first one.
You have to edit that out.
No,
No,
that's gonna.
we're
That's
leaving
the
it.
intro.
Yeah. That should be the intro, actually.
That should be. My eye is watering. I don't know why. But
Oh, but
Because you're hydrated.
I am.
Oh, whoops.
You're well hydrated.
It's on my water.
What was I gonna say? Oh, but yeah, like with the like people like claiming music as theirs, like some like certain like groups of people will like claim an artist or music
Uh-huh.
like as theirs. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Which it's like music is universal.
Yeah,
You can't claim it.
Anyone can
Yeah.
listen to that kind of stuff.
And I also feel, back to your point earlier, with social media nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
again, when I was your age, if you lived around like a major metropolitan area, like I lived near St. Louis at the time,
Mhm.
when I would travel the 40 miles from my little town in Illinois into the city, you would hear bands you never heard before and see things in
Mhm.
fashion and trends. And then when you come back, that would take sometimes a year or 2 to make it just 40 miles down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And
We've
so
talked about
it's
this.
so much easier to be like cutting edge, whereas today you'd have to be on social media every second of the day to try to be ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Like,
well, like,
keep up
So-
with the
and
trends.
Yeah,
no one
so-
can even track who makes the trend anymore. Like, who started the slick back bun? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, when did that? It just kind
Or,
of
like-
started to pop up everywhere, and so that, like, back then, I feel like there was an influence of some sort that you could
Mm.
trace it back to. Now it's
Yeah,
just
You could.
now you
Yes.
just say TikTok.
Like,
TikTok is the trace.
yeah, or like you were saying, like Cheetah Print's coming back. Who
Who
started
brought that
bringing
back?
it back? You don't even know because now it's just a widespread
Yeah,
trend,
right?
right?
So like everyone I see in like camo, the like camo, the foresty camo
Mhm.
print,
Oh,
that's
mhm.
coming back. And like, who brought that back? Who started to wear it to make
Yeah.
everyone else like? What made all the brands start at the exact same time?
You used to go back to
Putting all that
movies a
out.
lot of times. You would find
Oh, yeah.
a style in a movie, and then you'd see that kind of like when the movie Breakfast Club came out. There was a lot of people who would copy a lot of those styles that were there. But
Mhm.
totally different note, real quick. Educational moment.
Okay.
Ding, ding. Did you know that giraffes have different patterns based on where they live in Africa?
Really?
I think
And there's like 7 different kinds.
Mhm.
I
of-
didn't know that.
I didn't either till yesterday. I stumbled upon that.
How did you find
Thought
that
for
out?
the day. It was on
Some news app or
yeah,
whatever.
some yeah.
Well, that is another. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. A
Educational
little
moment of the
educational
day.
moment.
my dad will do the same thing. He'll pull like a random fact that he just saw on like his Apple News.
That's what we do. You get to a certain age, and that's all you can
That
do.
is
just
true. You just
throw out
follow
these
Apple
certain weird
News.
comments.
Well, okay, then let's think. What do we think is a style that's gonna come back soon? Like, what do you think will be the style of like the fall and the winter? I feel like you're not gonna know this, and you might know this. I don't know if you had TikTok at the time. Downtown girl aesthetic of 2022. That is a
Very
very
specific.
specific.
Wow.
I don't
Okay,
know what you're talking
So
about.
okay, so let me explain it. Downtown girl aesthetic is basically Bella Swan from Twilight. So
Oh, like zip ups.
So it's a lot of zip ups, but also and it's also the main character from the Vampire Diaries, Elena Gilbert. So it's a lot of lawn sleeves that are low cut, and then you wear a lacy tank top. So it's lacy and lawn sleeve.
Okay.
A lot of low rise flared jeans, where like the denim kind of has like the lines kind of on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
And then you wear a lot of like headbands, and you wear your hair like in like I don't know. It's not very big. It's very like calm and neutral. And then you
Very
wear like
Demure.
no, we're not doing that. And then you wear like maroon Converse. That's a very specific thing, but it was really big. Fall of 2022.
Okay.
Everyone was wearing downtown girl aesthetic, and this year it's coming back like with a rage. Because last year there wasn't really a set aesthetic for fall.
I think fall. I think something that also might come back is like the house, like the fall housewife aesthetic, like burnt oranges, like burnt orange cardigans with like a white top, and then
like terracotta colors.
Yes, like I think like terracottas and like
Those are amazing.
and
No
like
idea all these things existed.
and
Okay, I just get put a shirt on.
It matters
like
to some people.
dangly necklaces and bangles.
Oh, bangles are coming back.
I think those might be like featured in fall.
That's true.
Educate me on the bangles. Is that
That's like the really like
the big clunky one?
Like
Yeah.
kind of like chunky bracelets.
chunky bracelets,
Gotcha.
and like
Okay.
the like beaded lawn necklaces. That's also
Gotcha.
coming
Or
back.
like the necklaces that like go down to here and the pendant is like
yeah, and
this
like
big.
the pendant is giant.
So winter aesthetic. I wonder if this year is it going to be big puffy coat season, or is it going to be
Oh.
like down jacket? You know, really slim down.
See, well that
Because it seems
depends.
to change.
That's So a few years ago it was puffer jacket or
Mhm.
puffer vest jacket, and everyone had like the same North Face puffer vest.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really big, and then you wear it just like under a long sleeve. But then I don't even know what last year's was. Last year's kind of like a vacant.
It was a mild winter here last
Mhm.
year,
Yeah.
though.
And like everyone just wore hoodies. I feel like.
I would say
Yeah.
for me, like my go-to is just jeans and hoodie
Well, that's
in winter.
That's always been my go-to. But now that we're moving to BYU and I thrifted all those sweaters,
Oh yeah.
now I really need to up my style.
I got a couple new sweatshirts, but that's it.
I-
You know how I haven't had a brown sweatshirt?
Mhm.
Finally got one.
Yay!
Nice.
hooray, good for you.
Congrats.
I have a lot of sweaters. Just a
You
lot
do.
of.
A lot of great ones, though.
Really,
Have you
really.
ever talked about your thrifting
I don't
on the
think
podcast?
so.
You guys should do
So,
that
for
once.
all the thrifters out there listening, I am the biggest thrifter. Every single thing I'm wearing right now, actually. These socks are from the TikTok shop, but everything else I'm wearing is thrifted.
Yeah.
Like everything. I thrift all my clothes. I thrift all my shoes.
I think we buy you new undergarments, though, right? I mean, we're not thrifting the underwear,
No,
are we?
we thrift those at the bins. No, I'm just
I was gonna
kidding.
say.
One time though, we did go to
Bad
the Goodwill
dad.
bins, and Zarin threw a pair of used underwear at my face.
Yeah,
Oh, that's love.
Yeah, no, it was disgusting.
it was.
It had
no,
a
it was
stain
funny.
on it,
He was
and
saying-
it stung.
He was saying, "Look,
It
look
was
what I
gross.
found."
It was disgusting.
Here, look at him really close. That's what he was saying.
So
It
gross.
was pretty hilarious.
It was
though.
gross.
Well, you
Yeah.
are the magic queen of thrifting. I've got
Yeah.
to say,
I
you
love
are
thrifting.
amazing at this.
Well, and like Maddie like is so good at like knowing whether or not she's actually gonna wear it. Like you'll
Yeah.
like pick something up
Yeah.
and you're like, "Am I gonna wear this?"
Well,
no,
so that,
and you put it
that's
back.
the biggest thing because when I used to thrift, I used to be like, "That's a cute item," even though it's not on my style. I'd be like, "That's a really cute item. Someone would die for that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it." And then I would never wear it, and then I just end up giving it away. So now I'm trying to think. Like when I see something, I'll go through a preliminary test. I'm like, "Hey, will I wear this? Is it a good like quality? Like,
Yeah.
is it too cropped? Am I not gonna wear it? Is it too thin? Does it have holes? Whatever." And then if I do like it, then I'll carry it around the store all day, and I'll glance down on it, and I'll be like, if I feel any sort of emotion other than like neutral or happy, it immediately goes. But at the end of the day, I'll try it on in front of the mirror, and then I'll stare at it for a really long time. And if I don't hate it, I bring it home.
See, that's so much smarter. I'm like a lot of other people where I'll see something, I think that looks great, that immediate like, oh, I love that,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
and then I will buy it.
And then
And
you're
then
like,
once I get it
"Oh."
home, a lot of times I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, I
Mhm.
don't really like this anymore. And then I either have to return it or I usually don't. It just winds up in the closet until a year later, I'm thinning everything out, and I
Uh-huh.
just throw all this stuff away or give it away. But yeah,
Yeah.
your method is way
I have,
better.
and like that's what I'm doing for school is like all day I've been putting away all my summer clothes, and I'm thinking, is that gonna last me? How many? Well, and that's another thing. How many outfits can I make with this? I have to at least make 5 outfits with one pair of like a staple.
Oh, okay.
So like,
I do that. I
What-
think, how many things can I pair this
Right?
with?
That's
well,
smart.
'cause-
Yeah.
so I was thinking about bringing these black overall shorts that I have. Like they're just overalls. They're black. They're like short, whatever. And I was thinking about bringing them to school because they're cute. But then I was like, hey, I wear this with one singular shirt most of the time. Like I only wear this with one shirt. I'm not gonna like I can't like
Use your valuable space.
for a pair of clothing that I will wear one time and then like
Smart.
and like a lot of things I'm also thinking like, oh, for that one occasion I might need this maybe.
I kind of did that.
You-
You know my white pants?
Hey, well that works because you don't know when you need your white pants.
Yeah, but like also that's only something that I only wear
Yeah.
like for like certain events.
Like very rare events too.
Yeah.
True, but
But-
when you wear them, you need them.
You
don't
need
you?
'em.
Like
Exactly.
it really has a
Yeah.
purpose.
So that's like one of those things. But that's what I was thinking for my basic clothes. Is I was like, do I like how this fits me, and can I wear this? Like, which outfits can I make with this?
Mhm.
That's smart. But you are one of the most pragmatic people I've ever known. Definitely the most pragmatic child that we have. Like you think through, and everybody
Suck it,
thinks
kids.
before anybody else gets offended. All my kids think really well.
Suck
But
it,
you-
Cousin Andrew.
You seem to think even further down than
I
definitely
try.
more than me at times.
I try.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Because I used to not do that, and then it'd bite me in the butt. Because
Yeah.
then I'd have a closet full of crap clothing, and then I'm just like, ugh. Or like, I also don't get the people who only buy clothes, who like buy a whole closet every time that there's a new like style.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
or like every time a brand will come out with a new line.
Huh?
Like like Abercrombie comes out with like their like fall
Yeah.
collections, and people will go buy like one of everything at
Uh-huh.
Abercrombie, and I'm like,
Well, and
Whoa. What's the purpose? That's a whole new wardrobe
I've-
just because they came out with their fall clothes.
I've seen people like going through their closets recently, and a lot of them are doing like, this was one micro trend that I followed,
Ah.
and like I have no reason
That's
for it
funny.
anymore. And it's like their whole closet. So by the end of it, they're all like all the like checkered print and stuff like that is gone, and then it's like all their neutral clothing. They're like, wow, I really need to stop. Like, it's called overconsumption core. Have you seen all those videos?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Really?
You don't know about that. So, overconsumption core has been a thing recently, and it's all these people like. Well, so the people who are doing overconsumption core don't even know that they're doing it. So it's like, it's like parents who buy like a ton of things for their kids. Like I saw this one where this lady has, I think it was 20-something lunch pails for their one child, and they're like, well, I mean, they really like Bluey, so we got them this blue lunch pail, but then they also have this blue aesthetic, and then they also have this like green Marvel one, and it's just a whole stack of lunch
Holy
pails.
cow.
When in reality, you need one that lasts you your whole school career.
Yeah.
Like, so that's a big thing. And then people who are doing underconsumption core, and it's showing like, I use the same. Thank you. I use the same 4 makeup products because they work. I don't need a whole bunch.
Like they're reliable.
I use like, I've had the same backpack since freshman year because it works. It's just stuff like that. So it's like people kind of negating the whole I need to buy a whole bunch of things because it's cute at Target.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Mhm.
Well,
That's smart.
this is totally off track of what you were just talking about. But when you said like, oh, like parents will buy their kids like a bunch of like lunch pails,
Mhm.
I kind of relating it back to style. The parents that like assign their child a style
Mhm.
at birth. That to me that is not okay.
Sad babies.
Yeah, there's a lot of that, isn't there?
Like
Or-
color, bring back color.
Yeah.
or even just like I feel like this is kind of a Utah thing, like of like
I already know.
our family's aesthetic is like rustic forest,
Mhm.
and that's everything. Their house is decorated that way. That's how the moms dress their kids. That's what the husbands wear to work.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like we need to get away with like assigning yourself a style or aesthetic and not being allowed to like divert from it,
such a
especially
young age.
like your kids. Like, what if that kid didn't want to wear a red flannel to school? What if he wanted to wear a Super Mario
A
shirt?
construction T-shirt.
Yeah, like
That's not a bad thing. But yeah, I agree. Like my kids, they will be wearing colorful clothes. They will have a hand in what they wear. I plan on thrifting all their clothes, but
Yeah.
like they're gonna have a hand in what they wear. I'm not just gonna be like, "Okay, you're gonna wear your neutral beige shirt with those waffle print pants. That's also beige." I hate those kind. I don't hate those kind of parents, but I just feel bad for the kids.
So what do you think you will do when you are parents and you've got, say, a first grader? Are you planning to let them pick anything out together and wear it, or do you think you'll kind of will you control it to some degree? Maybe give them options, or
I think probably like
To
options.
some, yeah.
Yeah.
Like pick out like 3 outfits and say like, hey, like which one do you want? Or like pick a shirt, pick a pair of pants, you know. But like
That's
I'm not
fair.
gonna say you have to wear
give them
like
some
and,
choice.
this
and, I,
color
and I also
or
won't just be like, "Hey, go to your closet and pick out your outfit," because I feel like at a young age, you don't really know.
Yeah.
You don't, and also they're not practical. So like, if it's windy outside and I know that, then they don't, and they really want to wear these shorts and like a T-shirt, I'm not gonna let them. Because I'm gonna be like, "Okay, you're wearing pants
Yeah.
and a long like
like
short sleeve with
it's
a jacket.
cold. Like
it's cold."
mhm.
Your mom will remember this better than me, but I remember that we gave you pretty good amount of freedom
Mhm.
to dress how you wanted, and then if you just came out and it was totally inappropriate, like for the weather,
Mhm.
or you're wearing everything that you own in the same color, like
Mhm.
everything, you just look like a giant pink eraser.
like monochromatic.
Yeah, you try to like
I did
maybe
that.
we'll shake this up a little bit, and some of you sometimes be cool with that, and some of you sometimes would be very opposed to that idea, and so we would just go have fun. No harm, no harm at all. Just go ahead and
That's
give it a
fair.
shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree. Like assigning your children their style, you have to do that to a little bit of extent when they're
Mhm.
babies
Yeah, like-
and
Yes.
little
Well, like you
youngins,
can
but-
dress them stylish, but you don't have, but
Like
it shouldn't just be one singular style and that's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like it shouldn't be like that has to be their whole aesthetic. Like
aesthetic,
right.
everything in their closet matches like a beach theme.
Like when you
Like-
were little, your mom wanted to dress you as a rap gangster.
And
And I was
can
like,
see that.
I don't
You know
know.
what?
Gangster rap, it's cool and all. But I thought maybe we should change that up a little bit. So
Thank you, Dad.
you're welcome.
Mom.
Sorry, babe. I'm teasing. She wasn't going to dress you up as
Yeah, no.
a gangster rap.
This like brings me to what like another thing I wanted to ask was like what do you think like your style and music taste is like now? Like, and I thought we could
I
each
think-
say
Ooh.
Who wants to start? I'll just start.
you start and we can just go this way. We can go down the line.
I think mine currently is.
Sorry, I
Great
was
catch!
You want me to hold that?
Zarin
Yeah,
almost
I-
dropped. For the
I have
listeners,
both now.
for all the listeners, Zarin almost dropped a bunch of cookie dough and he caught it like with
Sorry.
2 fingers.
And now I look like I'm meditating with my.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
I'm back.
so I think I've had the same. Do you want me to hold that, Dad?
I'll hold it for a little bit.
Okay. I think I've had the exact same music taste for a while now. It's kind of like, it's very eclectic. I have very eclectic music. So I listen to 60s rock. I listen to slower, kind of like indie bedroom music. Like,
I know what you're
chill,
talking about. Like
yeah,
bedroom
like bedroom pop.
like bedroom indie or bedroom pop. Yeah.
So stuff like that. I just listen to like a lot of chill, kind of vibey music, and then also throw in old rock. I listen to a lot of old rock,
Yeah, you do.
and I also listen to some classical music. I'm very eclectic on that, but that's kind of my music vibe. And then my clothing style, I don't know. I don't really know what style I wear. I kind of am starting to just try to wear more like basic staples, but I feel like I have a lot of color. Even if it's not like bright, colorful colors, I still have a lot of color in my as I'm wearing my one beige.
But you do.
outfit.
You bring a lot. You do bring color into your outfit.
Mhm.
I
for
try
sure.
I try to have blue sweaters and red shirts and stuff like that, but I don't want like a whole bunch of I don't wear prints. That's a big thing. I don't wear prints and I don't wear clothes with like writing on it.
logos.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
I mean I'll have some clothes that are like if it's like a North Face thing, it's like a little North Face with like a decoration on the back, that's fine. But I don't like what you were wearing before. Like if it has like something like words on it.
For me, if it has like a big picture a big picture, and on the chest, I don't like it. If it like,
If it's on the back, it's
I just
fine.
bought a shirt that has like Snoopy right here on the chest, and then the brand name on the sleeve. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but if it's like a big,
But
like,
if it would have been a big Snoopy like right here, I would not have
Well,
gotten it.
and unless it's like something sensible, so like I have a Pink Floyd shirt where it's a Pink Floyd
Yeah.
album cover and it's in the middle, and that looks fine because it's like, I don't know, it kind of fits. But if it was like really brightly colored in any like bigger or smaller, I would not have bought it at all. So I feel like my music right now is very like rock and calm, chill indie music, and then also I don't even know, just comfortable but sensible clothing.
I like that.
I don't really know how to explain it.
And your musical taste has been influenced a lot by
oh
me,
yeah,
I think.
by you and mom.
And so, yeah, and your mom is just like I am. The only thing I don't really like in particular, there are some forms of it, and that's jazz. There's some
Oh.
jazz music that I actually can get behind,
Yeah.
but most of it I just can't. But other than that, there's rarely a genre of music that I haven't liked or don't like to listen to. But here's my new thing.
Yeah. What's your
Mhm.
current thing?
My current thing is I take an artist I really like. Like today, I like Bob Dylan. I'm the only one in the house really that likes
I like
Bob Dylan. Thank goodness.
Dylan.
So I'm going on these artists that I really like. I'm going back to their first album
Oh, that's cool.
and the first song on what would be the A side of the album,
Mhm.
or the first song.
that's cool.
So-
and then you're running through.
And I just want to know, because if you're a brand new artist, that could be the only song anyone will ever hear from you. If they'd like it, they'll keep going. But if they don't like that one song,
Mhm.
why would they keep listening? There's so much other
That's
music.
true.
Yeah.
So what was the first thing they ever put out? When somebody put the needle on the record or put the cassette tape in or whatever it was at the time, what was the very first song that they would have heard from that person? And it's pretty cool, actually,
really
to go and you
cool.
see what
Yeah.
and then, yeah, I'll listen to all their stuff because I like them. And then my style, it is really, I think, influenced by being almost 50 years old, and I'm all about functionality. So
yeah.
Mhm.
I like pants with lots of pockets and stuff, so that I got a place to put my
Thick-
AirPods
thick
and my
material.
phone. I like thick material.
You like this material?
You
you like just like polos?
Yeah, I mean, especially for work.
Yeah.
I'm
Typically, you just wear like band T-shirts though at home.
at home, definitely.
Like when you're at home, you just wear like a band T-shirt or like I don't know, like a gun brand T-shirt, or
Yeah,
a guitar
or
brand T-shirt, or
Guitar,
something.
yeah, guns, guitars, bands. Yeah, that's usually kind of the way
That's
that it
kind of
goes.
what you wear.
But I'm a school superintendent, so this is honestly how I dress
This
most
is
days.
the daily outfit.
Like,
I just-
like your business casual.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
outfit.
and there are times, of course, you got to put on a suit and all that,
Mhm.
but we're a rural place and we're small, and
We don't really need to always be. You don't need to always
Don't
wear
n-
nice clothes.
Yeah, like unless it's like a super important meeting or like
Yeah.
a super important interview
Yes.
or
Like a
something.
board meeting, you would wear something
I
nice.
wear some, yeah,
But
absolutely.
for if you're just going in the office,
And I do a lot of home visits, so
Yeah.
it makes you more accessible to people. Like you
Mhm.
seem more approachable.
Uh-huh.
If you
Yes.
just kind of
yeah,
dress
if you're
normal.
in like fancy clothes and you're going to someone's house, that would be like kind of like, ooh,
Yeah, it
Mhm.
seems to make it too
Nervous.
formal.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think. So yeah, but right now, the music I am listening to, I would say, I've really been going through a portion of music that is older, like the Beatles and Bob Dylan and some Floyd and Zeppelin and stuff. But then also just some newer stuff that I couldn't even tell you the names of them. Right? Like they're just some
They're just
songs that
people
you
you
or
hear.
Ann or somebody or Andrew shares with me sometimes, and they're just almost like one-offs,
Mhm.
but it's more popular current music.
Mhm.
There's some great stuff that's coming out,
Mhm.
like amazing music today. And I do find the only thing I think is a shame is there's so much now
yeah,
that it
Mhm.
seems hard for an artist to get a foothold
uh-huh.
and to do much more than maybe an album or two,
Well-
or even just a song or two.
Yeah.
Well, and like when people like their music, they like that. It's like the Swifties. They pretty much only listen to Taylor Swift.
Yes.
So like trying to get them to listen to other bands and like
Yeah.
get more into them, it's harder.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm with you. What's yours?
How about Yeezys?
Music. It's like I don't want to say like underground because it's
It
not
is-
like
no, Zarin has the most underground music taste I've ever heard.
like
he'll sing a band and all. They didn't even know that they
Like-
exist.
like I listen to like bands or artists that like I feel like nobody hears about, but it's funny because like saying like style and music match my style, I feel like doesn't.
Yeah.
And I'll get to that in a minute. But like I listen, I listen to like underground rock,
Pop.
or like pop, or I like Maddie said I kind of listen to like bedroom pop or
Uh-huh.
like just like chill indie music, like especially like if I'm just in my room, like right now I've been like doing laundry and then like packing it for school. I'll just listen to like indie songs that like I know all the words to and I'll sing along while I'm like folding.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Like-
Sing-along songs.
Like sing along songs, but I don't know if that is like a genre of music.
I would
just
say so.
songs
It's a
that
version
like,
of
I
genre.
would.
Yeah. Yeah, but and then like some like it sounds like classic rock, but it's not classic rock like from the period when like rock emerged. Does that make
It's
Yeah,
sense?
just the-
absolutely.
Like, do you know like
It's-
the band Camino? I've
Yeah.
heard
Yeah,
some
I know
songs.
the band.
Like I feel like their music sounds like
Uh-huh.
some like a lot of their songs sound like
Could have come from.
like it could have come from like when rock like
Yeah.
first emerged.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that's like kind of what I listen to. But like recently, I've been getting kind of like bored of all of the music that I listen to, especially like if a pop song pops up in my like album that's kind of like older. Like I used to listen to it, but I don't listen to it as much now. I will like instantly skip that song right away because I'm just like bored of
I
it.
do that. There's
Yeah.
so many
And
songs.
so like recently, I've been trying to just like find new artists.
I can send you some music.
Yeah, that would be great. But like yeah, like I said first, like I listen to a lot of stuff that I feel like people haven't. Most people don't know.
Well, and
at
if
all.
they do know a song, it's their most popular
Like-
song that was a one-hit wonder on TikTok.
like
Yeah.
Aiden Bisset, I don't know how to say his name.
Mm-hmm.
He
Let
had
us know,
one
Aiden.
song that like kind of went like people used it a little bit on TikTok called More Than Friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when I say his name, everyone knows that song, but then no one knows
Mhm.
Yeah.
any of his other songs,
Mhm.
which I listened to, like he came out with an album in 2022. I know like every song from that album, but no one else does. You
You
know,
only know
so
the
like
one song.
they only know the one song from like a completely different album. So that's why like I say like underground because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
But that's like
But you're not pretentious about it either.
No, yeah.
You really are one of the
You're-
rare people who listens to this underground stuff, but you don't lord it over anybody's
Yeah, you're
head.
not
Like,
like-
oh, you don't know about.
Oh, you don't know.
like
that.
oh you don't know him, like no I don't do that. And honestly, I'm like not picky with my music taste.
No,
I'll
you're really
honestly
not.
I'll listen to like anything.
Well, and your music taste has changed so much.
It's changed a lot
Both of
because
ours
like
have.
well like in 7th grade like all I listened to was like Imagine Dragons.
Same.
And like it was great for 7th grade,
I
but
listen to like Alec Benjamin and stuff.
but like I like now I like almost refuse to listen to Imagine Dragons just because that's all I listened to in 7th
Uh-huh.
grade.
I have been listening to my old junior high music just because
Nostalgia?
Just like,
yeah, like
mix it up.
nostalgia, and like I still know every word
Yes.
of every song. So every time I listen to it, I'm like, all right, let's do this, and then I just start like singing the entire thing.
So,
Yeah.
what influences you to listen to the music that you choose to listen to? I'll share mine. So, I like to play the guitar, and I like to play the bass, and I like to play drums, and that's kind of how I decompress in the evenings, right?
Mhm.
So, depending on what instrument I'm just kind of like really into at the moment. Like if I'm playing drums, I've been listening to Cannons a lot.
Oh yeah,
Like they're easy drum beats, but they're fun and it's chill and that's really cool.
Well, and like familiar.
Yeah, but if I want to play the guitar, then it could be all sorts of bands.
Mhm.
It could be Cigarettes After Sex, real chill, or it could be rock and roll stuff.
Mhm.
But anyway, I have found that kind of drives then what I'm listening to, like in the car or on my AirPods.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Mhm.
do you get influenced by anything to choose the music you're listening to?
I feel like for me, like there's like 3 categories of my music. Songs that have like lyrics that I love,
yeah.
Yeah.
songs that have like music and beat that I love, or like a mixture of the 2.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I guess for me it depends on like do I want to feel the music or feel the lyrics, and that like
That's true.
decides
point.
which music that I listen to. because like there's this band called Laney that me and my sisters like love, and I love the lyrics to those songs. So like when I want to sing along and like relate to lyrics of a song, I'll listen to like Laney or like other like
Yeah.
bands like that.
Mhm.
But if
Okay.
I'm like I just want to like headbang a little bit, like I'm just gonna play a song that like I really like the music.
That's awesome.
So that's how I decide what music.
That's cool.
That's kind of the same for me. Is that I have two like big categories. Is like drone out music and like sing-along music, and then subcategories in that is like there's the pacing. So like if I want to sing to a slow song, that would be like it depends on my scenario. Like if I'm getting ready in the morning, I typically listen to drone out music that's like quick, like fast drone out music that I just can play and I'm not really like paying attention to it. But if I'm like if I'm cleaning, I
Mhm.
listen to sing-along like fast or slow music. Doesn't really depend on the mood, but like depends on what I'm doing in the moment or like in that day. So like I'm making my BYU playlist right now, and it's all songs that I would not skip if I was on the way to class. Like only songs that I wouldn't skip for the most part, because then I'm not worrying about like, oh, I don't like that song or I don't like that song, but also that I can sing along to it. So I know
That's
I
cool.
know that I'll like the song.
Mhm.
I find a lot of music, oddly enough, through TV shows, like
Mhm.
especially dramas.
Mhm.
They will have like snippets of songs that will be like, who's that? And then
Shazam it.
I'm
Yeah,
Shazamming
I'll
it.
Shazam
Uh-huh.
songs
Yep.
all the time.
And then that's how I find, that's a cool band. That's a cool
I used
artist.
to do that all the time.
A big way that I get into new music is like we talked about earlier, like we go to concerts a lot,
Mhm.
and like lots of times my dad will like find a concert with like a band that he knows really well but I don't know as well, so then I'll get into that like band. Or like we go to a concert and the main band
Yeah.
we are looking forward to, but then like the openers, like
Huh?
Yeah.
just recently we went to a concert just earlier this week. I knew like the main band like pretty well. We had seen them in concert before, but then a different band opened called Culture Wars. Had never heard of them before, but now like I've started getting into their music a little bit more because I liked like how they
that's
sounded
cool.
live.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we've done that to bands.
Yeah,
Like
we
the Yacht Club opener. I don't remember.
can't remember the name of those guys, but I
Skeggs.
have. Yeah.
Skeggs. They make good music, and I
Yeah.
knew them before a little bit, but I listened to them. I'm starting to listen to them more afterwards.
Hippocampus. I didn't know they existed.
Me
before I went to
neither.
that
Well,
concert.
they weren't really big
Mm.
before. I don't feel like, but then like 2 years after that concert, then everyone was like, Hippocampus.
Yeah.
And then I was
Yeah.
like, hey, like you're all catching up.
We took. I think Anne went to the Coldplay concert,
And went to the concert.
and her opened, and that was the first time I
Mhm.
ever saw her.
yeah,
And then she just played at the Olympics and everything.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
yeah, that was amazing. I found some pretty good artists
Or, like,
similarly.
being
Opening
openers.
acts. It was
Yeah.
an opening act. That's really cool.
ZZ, did you ever explain what your style was?
Yeah, what is your
Oh,
style?
I don't
Did you
think I
get to
did.
that?
So my style, I like cannot say that I fit any like one like aesthetic
You honestly do
because
not.
I literally like switch up my my outfits all the time. Like
like your
some-
grandpa shirt.
yeah, so like sometimes I'll wear like shirts. Sometimes I do wear shirts that have words on them. Like I have one shirt that says dads know a lot but grandpas know everything. And I just wear it just anything. It's so funny that I'm wearing like a dad shirt. You know what I'm saying? Or well, I guess that one's like a grandpa
Yeah, that's
shirt.
like a grandpa shirt.
Or like I have one shirt that says best husband ever. I'm not married. I'm 17, but like I think it's so hilarious
That's
Uh-huh.
funny.
to wear like
That's ironic.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Like sometimes I like to wear ironic stuff. Sometimes I'll just wear like jeans and like a pretty plain t-shirt. Or like sometimes I have like shirts that just have like random stuff on it. Like I have this one shirt that says I Heart Science. I don't really even know where I got
The
it,
blue
but like
one
I
with the
like
red
it just
heart.
because it's kind of like a plain design, but it changes up from just like a plain white shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I wear that, or then sometimes I will
The
go.
bratty style.
So yeah, sometimes I get really bratty. Like I have this pair of camo pants.
That's exactly why I said bratty. Is
And
those camo pants.
They're baggy, they're camo, and typically I'll pair it with like an outrageous shirt as well. Like
Uh-huh.
I'll pair it with like a concert shirt, like a band shirt,
like with like a big old print on
like
it,
a
like your
big
Laney
print.
shirt.
Yes, like I'll wear that. Oh my goodness, my dad has a pair of purple camo pants, and
Oh,
those
yeah.
go really well with my Laney shirt. So like sometimes I'll just go crazy with like the prints and styles and stuff.
I have got to see your dad in some purple camo pants.
he wears them to Camp
Yeah,
Keat.
he already can't keep.
Take a picture next time.
Yeah.
Get him
Yeah.
to wear them.
Shut
Take a
up.
picture.
Yeah, or
Shout out to Brady. I need you to wear those.
hi Dad. Like what else is? Oh, I have a bright neon yellow construction worker jacket that
You
my
do.
dad found in a Costco parking lot.
Uh-huh.
And like that during the winter, I'm just like, hey, today's neon day, and I wear that neon jacket. Sometimes I wear that with the camo pants.
What's the shirt that we got you? The Hawaiian.
Oh.
It's a blue
Oh,
Hawaiian
yeah, yeah, yeah.
oversized.
It's a triple extra large blue and black Hawaiian shirt. And sometimes like I'll just randomly decide like today I need to be outrageous and wear this
Uh-huh.
big Hawaiian shirt.
But then like the next day you'll wear like the most neutral, like it's
Like,
just like
I'll
a
wear,
maroon
like-
shirt and some like jeans.
Yes,
like
like-
black jeans.
So like my style just completely changes on the day.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll randomly decide that I want to look like kind of dressy and I'll wear like slacks and like a polo.
That's true.
And it's just completely
Like
random.
sometimes we will show up to school in like business casual
Yes.
for no reason.
Like
I will wear like literal like business casual like trousers and then like a sensible sweater
yeah,
for no
you
reason.
Do. You do.
And then Zarin does the same thing. He just
Mhm.
wears like slacks and a nice shirt.
yeah.
We're
So is
not
it
doing.
just to shake it up, or do
Yeah,
you feel
it's
a certain
literally
way
just
when
like-
you wear those?
It's just like when I wake up, I'm just like, yeah, that feels good.
Okay.
I'll wear that.
For me, I very much like choose my outfit based on what I wore yesterday. Like
Uh-huh, I do
okay,
the same
like
thing.
yesterday I wore jeans and like a plain t-shirt. Today I'm wearing camo pants and like a bright red t-shirt.
Uh-huh.
Like I will go like the opposite of what I wore the day before.
Well, so also since I'm the only one here with like longer hair and I can do hairstyles, I match my outfit
You
or
do.
to my hair and my hair to my outfit. So before I do anything in the day, I'll pick either a shirt or a hairstyle that I really want to do. So like on days when my hair is like more greasy, I'll wear like pigtails, and with pigtails I wear higher necklines because you can't really wear a high neckline with your hair down because it's too
Too
crowded.
much? Yeah.
So I'll wear my hair up and then a higher neckline. So then I'm like, okay, so now I have to wear a higher neckline, and that goes well with these pants. Or I'll be like, okay, I've been really wanting to wear like this purple shirt, and then I'll think, okay, the color purple, that would really match curled hair. That would look really good. And then I'll say, okay, then that'll match that. So that's how I come up with my outfits, is my hair. My hair matches a lot. Like, your hair has to match your outfit.
Mine does every day. But yes, I totally
Both
understand.
of you. It can't, like, for girls, it cannot mismatch your shirts. Like,
Mhm.
like if any girls are listening to this, text me. Let me know if you do the same thing.
I think
'Cause, like,
we need to share your
I-
phone number. I, haven't shared
I'm
it in a
not
while.
sharing my phone number. You all have
Have you
heard
ever
it.
share? You've given everything but your social security number.
And I have that memorized.
I also have mine memorized, but I will not. Be
I'm
sharing
not
it on
saying
the
that
podcast.
here. Yeah,
Mine
I
is
know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's really
10.
amazing.
Oh man.
So, okay, how about this then? Your music selections have changed, your styles have changed as you've gotten
Mhm.
older.
hmm
But when do you feel that you first found your sense of how you wanted to style yourself?
Like-
how old were you when you were like
Oh,
really paying attention
Oh.
to, I want to wear this, I want to look a certain
I
way?
think I was 13.
Honestly, for me, not until like junior year of high school,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
15, because like before elementary school, I wore shirts that said like video games and pizza. I didn't like pizza and I didn't play video games,
Yeah.
so I had no
You didn't
right to
even-
be wearing.
You only had a Wii.
Yeah. So like I don't even know why I was wearing that kind of stuff. Like it was just because like I thought it looked fun. But so it wasn't until and then
Okay.
like sophomore year I just wore a lot of flannels. That was my whole thing.
It was all
but then like
flannels.
junior year was when I
You did.
decided like I want to like put effort into like what I wear.
Mhm.
That's cool.
For me, I was like, I think it was 7th grade. I only wore like matching workout sets. So
That was me too.
So I would wear like blue, like I don't know, random printed like workout leggings, and then I'd wear like a matching like athletic t-shirt.
Yep, you did.
I did that
Yeah,
my
that's
whole, and then I'd wear shirts like say like "Girls Rule the World" and stuff like that. And then 8th grade hit, and I was like, oh, I guess I mean, well, and that's when I started like crimp my hair because I had my hair short. For all the listeners who don't know this, I had my hair in a pixie cut in junior high. So in 8th grade, I was like, okay, I'm tired of like the flat. I'll start crimping it. So I started crimping it, and I was like, I need like clothes to match this hairstyle. Like, what should I wear? And then I started wearing more like I wore with a lot of yellow, I feel like.
You did. You had a lot of like yellow tops.
I had a lot of yellow tops, and
Okay.
I started to wear like skinny jeans, and like
Yep.
I got my first perfume and stuff from like Victoria's Secret or something, and then after that I found thrifting, and then from there it
I was
just
gonna say that.
it just bubbled out.
Yeah, and I think we all reach a certain age where we can start to make our own clothes choices, and
Uh-huh.
that's when our style.
Well, and now I
kinda comes
feel like
out.
I've gotten to like the boss level of my
Like-
like the last thrifting trip that I had. I feel like that is the ultimate like style I'll ever reach. Like this is my style now.
Yes.
I feel like I've finally
You
reached
found you.
like I found my style. And
No,
it's gonna
I-
change, but
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Like I feel like right now, not this outfit because I didn't really plan this outfit, okay? But like the clothes that I have now is like the kind of style that I'll probably
Uh-huh.
consistently wear for like not exactly those clothes because
Right.
like you know after a while they clothes get worn
Uh-huh.
out or stained or etc. But I mean like that same kind of style is like I feel like what I'll probably stick with for a while.
well, and I don't think there's been a time in the past 2 years that I haven't gone out and I'm not wearing like nice. Like I think I've only ever worn sweats to school maybe 3 times my whole high school career, and that was because they were like hard days where I was really sick and I was doing scholarships and all sorts of stuff. Like one day we were turning in scholarships that were due like that day, and I was stressed, and I had my tonsils were swollen, and I had canker sores, and I had just gotten rejected from UA Hawaii. It was a really hard day, so I wore sweats, and that really like everyone was like, oh, like I got so many people that were like, Maddie, you're wearing slides. I was like, I know, and they're like, you're wearing a sweatpants.
An
I was like,
unspoken
I
visual
know.
that today's not a
Uh-huh.
normal day.
But every other day, I always wear jeans. I always wear denim shorts. I always wear like nice pants. Like
Mhm.
jeans are my favorite.
Jeans
Jeans and
Or
linen
just-
pants.
for me jeans and then like cargo pants
You love cargos.
are like everything.
Jeans and linen pants are like all that I wear, and I don't go out in public in not nice clothes. I like to, unless I'm just going to like the little store, then I'll wear, I don't know, my PJ pants. I don't care. But if I'm going out anywhere else, I'll get dressed
Mhm.
and I'll put myself together.
Well, maybe the listeners could give us in the comments their style tips
Oh,
and
yeah.
favorite
Oh.
types of music. And,
Yes.
and everybody can kind of
Yes.
see it.
That was great.
So we would encourage you to do that.
They
Shout out to
did.
all of you that do that.
You're shy.
Yeah.
I love the shout outs.
Dad,
Oh, shout out to Brent and Trevor.
you're best friends.
Yeah, there you go.
Shout out to Jeremy.
No,
my
keep
guys.
it going. Shout outs are like the best.
The first episode was crazy.
The first
Oh,
episode, I feel like
shout
out
was
to
a
them.
shout out.
That was awesome.
Honestly,
I
what was our last shout out? Like,
Last episode, you made one singular shout out. I think
I shouted out JoJo Siwa.
You did.
that was
Yes,
it.
you did.
That was it. And then the episode before that, I think the only other shout out was like we shouted out Liz, the one
Oh,
listener
yeah.
who had texted
I
us.
wonder if
I know,
you're
we haven't-
listening, text our group chat.
Yeah,
Liz,
Liz,
so-
where did you go? We
so-
miss you.
Dad, for context, Liz is this like random number who texts us and was like, like I'm listening to your podcast, and we're like, oh, like thanks, like
Yo,
whatever.
really, thank you so much. But like, who are you?
And then we started to talk, and then we found out like she's near our age, she's really
Mhm.
nice, and
yeah,
Oh.
very nice. Like,
she's just chill, and
Yeah.
so we would just text.
Come on,
for a few
Liz.
days.
Come back.
yeah,
Come back to us.
like she
We
like
need you,
we
Liz.
She
like
posts
talked
really
to,
funny tweets on Instagram.
Good.
She'll repost tweets, and
Mm.
it's so funny.
yeah, and like we like talked a little bit like about like where we work. You know, we were lifeguards at the time, and so like she shared a little bit about where like she worked. Like it was like
Oh,
a really
that's
cool
Liz
interaction.
is like our OG, like random listener. Like
Yeah.
we had a lot of people that we kind of knew who listened, like
Mhm.
from school.
Sure.
She was the only one like out of state who
Mhm.
like really texted us.
I still have one number that texts me like every episode and just says like great podcast, thumbs up. And every time they text I say thank you, who is this? And they don't respond. So if that's you and you're listening, you still haven't told me who you are.
Okay, here's what I would suggest you guys do.
Okay.
So you encourage everybody to, in the comments, tell us your style, favorite music or bands or something. And for everyone that does, you'll get your own private, personal shout out.
Yes.
Oh, yep. If you comment,
That-
we will shout you out.
Yeah,
That's
like,
how
and
we're
Honestly,
I know
like,
you,
if you
we will tell
contact
stories.
us in any way, we will probably end up shouting you out.
And if we know you, we'll probably tell a story about you.
Yeah. Well, so I
yeah.
meant to say this earlier. So I brought this jar, right?
Okay.
and I've been wanting to like come up with like some sort of like word game or something where like
oh
we,
my gosh, that's genius.
so like we either write down like experiences, like we could just write down like driver's license tests.
And
Or, like
give our
fold up the paper,
experiences.
put it in the jar, and then like
That's
during an
brilliant.
episode, like if we kind of have like a blank spot, but we still want to like keep it going for a little bit, we can be like, hey, let's pull out the jar, and like it'll be full
That's
of like
so smart.
like experiences where we like share the story or like people's names that we have like a funny story or like a dramatic
That's a
story.
cool
yeah, that's
idea.
a really
Like
good
things
idea.
like that. And so then like, you know, what are some of the other topics in our notes? Like a topic that wouldn't be able to like be the entire episode, but we, like-
Food.
so like yeah, we have food written down. We would probably talk about food, you know, for like half the episode, and then we could like bring out the jar and like, you know, do something out of the jar.
Reaction to our favorite memes.
Yes, like things like that. And so
That's funny.
I brought this so that we could start writing stuff.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get on that. We'll do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But next time that we do it, we'll be in Utah.
Yep.
whoop, I felt like I had something to say, and it was still on the topic, and I forgot.
That's okay. If it comes to you, it comes to you. If not, we've been
Um,
going
We've
for
been
like
going
an
a bit.
hour.
Yeah.
I- well, it
didn't
was
wanna
just-
keep
Oh,
you
in
too
like an
long.
hour and a half, huh? No, when did we start?
A little after. We're probably at
I
about
don't
an
know.
hour and a half.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I think.
All right, let's wrap it up.
I think you
Here we
guys
go,
are.
Zeus.
I'm supposed to.
Oh.
So, Maddie, what do you have to say about like food?
Give me some time to think. I'll tell you later.
And that's the podcast, you guys.
This
Brr, brr, brr,
episode-
brr.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Thanks for having me.
Love
Loved
you.
it.
Yes.
Bye.